and welcome to Ellen Ruth Soap. I'm Ellen, and today I'm not making soap. I'm going to make some bath bombs and some thick lotion, and I have shared both recipes in previous YouTube videos, and I will share links for those recipe videos down below so you can get the recipes that I'm using today. And the reason why is I was gifted from Marouge, Canada, several different of their fragrant oils to try, and I'm so excited to try these. Today I'm going to be using Juicy Pomegranate, and this does smell divine. Let me tell you, one of the things that I love about their fragrant oils is they have all the information right on here. They have the scent description. It's paraben free, phthalate free, which is great. It's a high quality fragrant oil. It has the usage rates down on here for the different products. If you're going to do soap, lotion, candles, it has usage rates. And what else? It says it has vanillin. It tells the vanillin content. All the information is on there, which is so helpful because you know me, normally when I get a fragrant oil, I go look it up and then I write in Sharpie my little kind of cliff notes, if you will, on the side of the bottle. Well, this does it for me. So how awesome. So thank you, Marouge, Canada. This is a Canadian-based company, but they do ship to the US, which is awesome. And they sent me several. These are just a couple, but this is the one I'm playing with today. You will be seeing these pop up more over the next coming months as I do projects, but the scent of this was so juicy and wonderful. It just made me think of lotion and bath bombs and just kind of an indulgent kind of summer body treat. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to move kind of quickly through the video and just kind of fast forward a lot because again I've gone into detail on how to make these products in other videos, which I will link. So I thought I'd bring you guys along as I made these bath treats today with these wonderful fragrances. So what I need to do now is get my hairnet on, get my surface area cleaned, all my studio equipment that I'm using today cleaned and sanitized and ready to go. And let's come back and make some bath bombs and super thick buttery lotion. All right, it's time to assemble our body butter lotion that we're going to be using again with the Marouge Canada's Juicy Pomegranate fragrance. So let me tell you what's going on here. I have my oil phase and my liquid phase. In the oil phase here, and again, I will leave a link for the video where I went into really detail and everything, but I'll also share the recipe. So this has a triple butter combo of mango, shea, and cocoa butter. It has hemp seed oil, emulsifying wax, and stearic acid. That's all melted down here in a double boiler and combined together. That's what's going on here. Here is the liquid phase, which is water and aloe vera juice. I have 11.1 ounces of water, 11.1 ounces of aloe vera juice. You bring it up to a simmer and let it simmer until all the bacteria is killed off, about 15-20 minutes. So I actually over measure the water because the steam is going to steam off. So 22 ounces of liquid total here, which is a 50-50 split, water, aloe vera. And then, because this has a water phase, when you're doing a body butter with just oils and butters, you don't need this, but because this has a water phase, here is my preservative combined with my fragrance and a little vitamin E oil. That's what's going on in here. Now, for the preservative and the fragrance, you want to look at your manufacturer's usage rate. This says for lotion on here 1 to 3%. So that is what I figured out for this size batch. And again, for the preservative, I'm using Optiphen. So you want to, I talk about it more in the other videos, do your research, but preservative, fragrance, and a little squeeze of vitamin E oil. It was so little, it didn't even register on my scale, but it's a nice antioxidant. It gives the lotion a good feel. So that's what's in here. So now, because these are all warmed up, this has been simmered and did its thing, it's time to combine the two together and all the wonderful magic happens. So let me go ahead and pour my super hot liquid in here. And we're going to pour the oils in, and then I'm going to wait till this cools down. Look at that beautiful magic happening. It turns into this milky substance. Anyway, the fragrance and the preservative, that is not going to go in here until this is cooled down almost all the way, because preservatives and fragrance are very heat sensitive. So that is going to sit off to the side. So now I am going to pulse this with my stick blender to get it emulsified, and just come back in about every 5 minutes or so, give it another pulse, and just help it cooling along. The stirring just helps mix things up and cools a little faster that way. All All right, it's been about 20 minutes and we're definitely cooling down. It's starting to get beautifully thick. Let me take the temperature here and we'll see if it's time to add the fragrance and the preservative. So I got my point and shoot thermometer. We are at 115.7. This is Fahrenheit. I'm in America, so that's degrees Fahrenheit. And we are in the safe zone, definitely. We're under 120, and so we are good to add our preservative and fragrance in here. And I want to add it before it gets too thick so that I can make sure that it is incorporated very well. So we got the cool down, and after I get this blended in, I will let it cool just a little more, and then we'll get to piping it into the jars. With this recipe, I got 8 4-ounce jars of this thick, wonderful lotion, full of all the butters, goodness, smells divine. It is so thick and wonderful. I'll give you a demo here in a minute with what's left in my bowl. So the gloves are still on. I'm going to get these capped up. These lids have little foam liners in there to kind of seal it. So I'm just going to pop the lids on all of these, and once the lids are all on, the gloves can come off and I'll get the labels made and get these all ready to go. All right, so one more little bonus thing going on. While the lotion was cooling, I couldn't resist. I had a little of the fragrance oil left over, and I made some solid lotion bars, which I will leave a link for the video that has all the details and the recipe, all the good stuff, you know. But I just couldn't resist. I love lotion bars. I needed to restock some different fragrances anyway, and this fragrance smells so nice. So let's pop it out and look at that adorable little bumblebee, because this has natural beeswax in it, and hemp seed oil, and these are so wonderful and pocket friendly. I would not leave this in a hot car or a sunny window. It will melt. It does have a high melting point, but it would melt kind of like a chapstick, you know. But these are great to throw in your purse. They're airline travel friendly. So let me show you. I have my coffee filters, and so this is a 1-ounce bar, and this is a 2-ounce tin. That's what fits. Don't get the 1-ounce tin or it'll be too small. So my 2-ounce tins, I get these on Amazon, and there's a link in my Amazon store down below. So I take a coffee filter. I like to, you don't need to put a filter in there. I like it. I think they ship easy, and if there's any, you know, heat, or I think it just helps protect the lotion bar. So there it is. I just fold this over, cap it up, and I will get these labeled up also. So we got 3 products today, 3 for the price of 2. So I'm going to get these all bundled up also, get the labels made along with my lotion labels, and we'll come back for all of that. So there you go, bonus. All right, I'm back with the empty bowl that I have scraped down as best I could because I don't want any of this to go to waste. So here's this thick lotion, body butter. It's basically a body butter lotion. And it is just really dense, so creamy, so emollient. I have a lot here. Let me put some back. A little goes a long way. But after a full day in the soap studio with my hands in and out of water, this feels so wonderful. Let me just show you how quickly it absorbs. It goes on very thick because it does have all the butters in there, but it absorbs beautifully fast. Oh, in these summer months, if you're out in the sun, even though it's hot and sweaty, your skin can get dried out in the sun. It just sucks the juice out of your skin. So this will replenish your skin. And look, it's not shiny, it's not tacky, it just feels very moisturized. It's wonderful. I hope you give the recipe a try. we've got all the ingredients out here for the bath bombs. Let me go over it really quick. And again, I'm going to leave links down below for the recipe in more detail as I talk through it a little more thoroughly on the other video. So here are the dry ingredients. Here is my citric acid off to the side, and here are all of my liquid ingredients. And then I also have my little spritzer bottle of witch hazel off to the side. So if this is too dry, I can mist the top of the mix a little with the witch hazel and just get it up to the proper sort of wet sand consistency. You want to start out low on the liquids and work your way up. If you put too much in there, it's really hard to adjust. You can add more baking soda, but then it gets really sketchy. So start out low with the liquids and then add more as needed. So this is everything. I am going to be adding a little bit of mica in here, which is another reason why I have the polysorbate 80 in the mix. It will help emulsify the oil with your bath water and the micas so that it doesn't leave a ring around the tub. So I'm going to be using my Red Vibrance from Nurture Soap, and this is such a gorgeous color. I was thinking pomegranates, you know, those gorgeous red seeds. I'm not going to use a ton. I'll use a little. I'll be using my large donut mold. I got this from Be Scented and I love it. And then I'll be doing a cocoa butter sort of dip and drizzle on the top of this when we're all said and done. So there it is. Let's get to making bath bombs. Next day, these sat overnight. I let them sit for about 6 to 8 hours, and then I flipped them over and then let them sit the rest of the day. And I had them by my giant dehumidifier, so they are nice and rock hard today. Smell divine. And now I'm going to make the cocoa butter glaze or drizzle to go on top of these and decorate them. So what I have here is about 3 ounces of cocoa butter wafers, and these are the natural cocoa butter wafers, so they have that sort of natural yellow creamy tint. You can get white deodorized ones or blocks of cocoa butter. I really like the wafers, so easy to measure because it's such a hard butter. So anyway, highly recommend the wafers. You can get them at Be Scented, Wholesale Supplies Plus often has them on sale, other distributors. So anyway, got the cocoa butter, about 3 ounces. I'm going to melt this down, and then I will be adding probably about 2 ounces of baking soda to the cocoa butter and mix it up. And we'll see how we like the thickness. I will let it cool a little because, of course, as it cools, it starts to harden, and you want this to harden so it ships well, and you don't want a drippy substance on your bath bomb. So we'll add about 2 to 3 ounces of baking soda. Let it thicken up, and then I will add about 0.3 ounces of polysorbate 80, and that will help the drizzle emulsify in your bath water so you don't have like a little greasy slick on top. So you definitely want to add some poly 80 to this after it's all said and done. And I will probably add just a touch of the fragrance oil because I have a little left over. And then we'll get to coloring this and do our drizzles on top, and then they will have to cool completely. I like to let them sit overnight so that the cocoa butter will really harden on there before I wrap them in my shrink wrap and get them labeled. So let's go get this melted. All right, so here's a bonus thing. I just couldn't let that last bit of fragrance oil go to waste, so I'm making an emulsified sugar scrub here. You know, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's just go for it. So again, I will leave a link to the video where I go into detail how to make an emulsified sugar scrub. The recipe will be provided. So you got 4 videos today out of this one, and all of these products smell so good and they complement each other. And so anyway, it was just really fun to throw this in there too. So enjoy. I hope you really enjoyed the video today, and check out the recipes. Give them a try and let me know what you think. And I also have a 10% off coupon code for Marouge Canada, the fragrance oil that I used today. It is fabulous, and you'll be seeing more of those. I have several to be using, so they will be making a reappearance. But go check out the 10% coupon code. It's down in the description box, and if you shop with them, let them know I sent you. And I thank you so much for joining me today and taking the time out of your day to come and watch this video. And I hope that you have a really wonderful rest of your day.